Hi Taurus, welcome to your July 2017 Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Charlotte from Astrology.com. This month we have a lot of energy to cover because it is eclipse season and we have the impending August 8th lunar eclipse that's going to take place in Aquarius. It's really going to redefine and bring an ending either to your location, your career field, your public image, your lifestyle in some way. But first we have a catalyst that took place from the end of June, and this was the reactivation of the Cardinal Cross energy. It took place at that June 24th, the new moon in Cancer. And if you aren't familiar with the Cardinal Cross, you can go to my website and read about it. But what the Cardinal Cross was a type of stalemate, especially involving a Pluto and Uranus, that really brought a lot of angst and maybe even anxiety for you related to your health situation. It could have involved a lot of communication and travel as well. But this is an area that's kicked up for you again. So maybe you, around that new moon, June the 24th, are going to take a short trip. Maybe you're going to need to attend to a legal matter, an academic pursuit, that type of thing. Maybe you were recording and publishing a new video, something over social media, playing video games, that type of deal. But it seems like there is a issue there that's related to either your daily routine or a health matter. It could be a health matter related to your pet or the care of other people in the care of your body. But definitely it is going to cause an imbalance between your health, your physical sector, and your spiritual sector. And this is something that you're going to need to work on, Taurus, for some time, is maintaining a balance between how you perceive your spirituality, or how much time you spend in spiritual reflection, in actual work and service and maintenance of the physical body. But along that June 24th, a new moon in Cancer, maybe this a situation arose that really, maybe you had to attend to a health matter suddenly, maybe you had to take a short trip to the emergency room, or maybe there was just a long journey that came up that was very taxing on your health. All that energy is going to culminate by the July 9th full moon in Capricorn. So that 2 weeks there is very much a situation in which I see a lot of you definitely taking some long distance trips, doing a lot of communicating. So it's a lot of short distance trips, a lot of communicating, a lot of long distance travel, or you're wrapping up something or taking care of an issue related to academics or legalities in some way. Again, this could be a publishing project. For some of you, this could be an interruption, even in internet service, something like that. But definitely a lot of people are going to sort of be off balance at that time, especially the signs of Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra. So if you have those people in your family unit, or you have those signs prominent within your chart, definitely could be a bit of a precarious situation for you. But this event taking place in that 2 weeks, and especially that first week in July, is going to be very much a catalyst for what's going to take place over the next 6 months. Because on July 23rd, we have a new moon in Leo. And for you, that is a new beginning with home and family. This is a situation in which the home and family dynamic that you have known is changing. So maybe you are going to be moving home. Maybe you have a new family member coming into the home. Maybe there are lots of family coming to visit you over the next 6 months, or you're going to see lots of family during that time. But that seems to be more of a joyful thing for you. It will cause some interference with your own hopes, goals, and dreams. But I think that is going to work out quite well, actually. And in the fall, you're going to have Jupiter enter your partnership and parent sector. So your relationships are going to be better. Your relationships with your parents are going to be better. Your parents are going to be doing better. In that type of situation from October forward. So you just have to get through this summer influx, maybe where there are some disruptions that with matters that you have to attend to, and they have to be attended to very quickly. Now that lunar eclipse that's going to take place August the 8th, this is definitely going to bring up the need to balance all of your activities between home and family and your career. For a lot of you, I really think this is going to be a home move, or this is going to be very much a disruption with how your home and family has been going up to this point. Maybe your location, maybe you are traveling to see a different location, you're going to take a job in that area. That is definitely a scenario that can happen for Taurus. For some of you, you may be going to visit family, and one of these family members wants to return with you and stay with you in your home. And this may be a situation that unfolds over the next 6 months. So keep all of this energy in mind, Taurus. And we're going to go right into your reading, and I'm going to read on the reflection of the oracle cards first. I do want to remind you that the tarot and oracle cards are a reflection of consciousness. They are not as solid and trustworthy as the stars. You can look ahead, a gazillion years, but I'm going to affirm as if it went that long, and be able to really identify the subjects that you're going to be facing. You may not know the exact scenario, but you know the subjects. You know if it's going to be travel, you know if it's going to be health, that type of thing. The cards are more of a reflection of the collective consciousness of all Taurians right now, and they can be changed through free will. Again, this is a general reading, so we're going to have very many different scenarios that are going to take place here, but this is a message from Spirit. Spiritual energy runs a little faster than we do, and that's why we can be here. Look at the cards, and the cards this consciousness is being reflected back to us. So the first thing I see is that there is a family situation that is going to unfold over the summer. We have the Ancestors card, the Summer Solstice here, and this is Summer Solstice card is something that's going to probably, it initiates beginning probably from the end of June. But it is a very radiant card, and it's about a matter being illuminated. We also have the full moon highlighted for you. And that full moon, again, is July the 9th, and that is the precarious full moon in your 9th house. So definitely travel. And we do have the Tsunami card, which is a wake-up call. So this is a sudden situation that arises during that first week in July for you, Taurus. And so I want you, first of all, since you have your health axis highlighted in this energy, make sure that you protect your health. Don't do anything dangerous. Try to watch yourself around bodies of water. Make sure that all of your electronics even, that just came to me, are very much sound safe. Make sure that anything involving water, I feel like a Neptune influence here, just from this cards. This is the impression that I'm getting from the oracle card. So you want to make sure that water sources within your home and family are sound and safe and aren't involved in electrical mechanics of any situation. This is definitely a situation that's coming forward for you by that full moon. For some of you, this is about a wake-up call with family that is emerging by that full moon, and so you may have a message come in through then. I think that this situation is not going to reach a finality in the month of July, and it's going to finally, by the fall, you're going to be able to leave this situation behind, or it's going to dissipate some. There's a lot of communication coming in at that full moon, and you may have to leave the sanctuary of your home and go out and deal with this situation, definitely involving family. It could be also people within your family who are not presenting a clear picture for you. I think, though, by the end of the month, this is a more celebratory energy that I see here with the oracle cards. I'm going to go right in and turn over the Greenwich Tarot cards. Yeah, definitely. We have the Chariot card here, Taurus. This is a lot of energy. I don't know if I called you Aries while ago. I'm definitely talking to Taurus, but this is the Chariot. For me, almost always means travel. It's definitely you parading in public view. So if you are recording some type of video, or you are into publishing the media, the web in some way, this is about you putting your voice out there. But for a lot of you, this is going to definitely be travel that arises, or news of this travel is going to arise. You're going to be planning for this travel by that full moon, and then this travel may take place thereafter. Definitely you're heading towards family members, and I feel like there is a success waiting on you in regard to family members. This person may be of importance to you, and this person is being highlighted for the summer. This is an older female. She is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And so we'll try to clarify her in a moment. I feel like there's a celebration because there's been an overturn of financial stress. Some of you may have felt like there wasn't enough money, but towards the end of the month, I see you really riding in to like turn over a situation. Maybe your family members are helping you, or you're rushing in to help family members who have been in financial distress. I'm going to try to clarify again. I did want to say that so far we have the tsunami card, which is akin to the Tower in Tarot, taking place involving your family tree, and this is the world tree. So definitely, again, we have the repeat of travel and family here with new beginnings and being able to nurture a family unit, family celebrations even coming forward. So I want to try to clarify this. I'm using the Fin de Secle, I believe is how you pronounce it. This is a Kipper deck by Cheryl Marchetti. So we're going to put some cards out and try to clarify this situation that's coming in. Definitely, we have another card for travel here. It's almost like the situation that's happening very suddenly. I think it's almost like you're expecting it in some way. You know that there's a situation that's about to arise, and or you're feeling it. You're feeling it in your spirit some way. This family victory is definitely going to involve a male who is coming into money, or he has money in some regard. And there is money to be taken in this journey. There is money to be had through this journey. I think some of you are feeling like there's a celebration towards the end of the month, even though this family drama is taking place. There's a celebration here where there is a message or invitation to a certain party, ceremony, celebration, or you're riding into battle to do battle over this financial matter. The message that's coming in before that full moon is definitely related to someone in your family tree. And this is a situation where this person may be sick. This is a situation that is just emerging. I think that even though it's like something that is a wake-up call, it is like the Tower. I feel like you already knew that this situation was coming, or you were expecting. You're like, okay, well, there's no surprise there. I knew something was going to happen like that. That type of idea is coming forward from the cards here. Some of you are partnering up, or this is your parents maybe even that you're planning to travel with. For some of you, you're planning to let go of a situation involving a relationship. And this may be the letting go of someone who is a parent or partner, and there are finances to be had from that situation. Maybe some of you are traveling here to see your partner if you're a female Taurus. Or maybe you're seeing your partner's family here in the month of July. I feel like once you arrive to this destination, there's a sense of community that is a little bit overwhelming to you. It's like a lot of conflicts maybe in groups, or you feel like people do not have the right motives in mind. Definitely this could be even a legal situation here. I don't really have a lot of legal cards here, but this is about maybe a group of people. Maybe if family members are coming to see you towards the end of summer, it's overwhelming to you, and you're feeling like this celebration that could be for a male in your family. Is all of the family members that are coming, maybe this is extended family members, and it's very overwhelming to you in some type of situation. It's saying watch your material possessions around certain people, I feel like. For a few of you, there could be an actual grief or loss, a death in the family. I think for most of you, this is about an ending. A cycle has ended for someone within the family. Could be a father or spouse. This is a mature male who's being highlighted here at this full moon. And there are conflicts surrounding this person, conflicts in groups. This person may be wanting to travel, or he's eyeing something at a distance in which all of these conflicts are surrounding a situation, and it's definitely a family related situation. So some of you Taurians are moving towards situations where you're going to be coming into contact with people that you don't necessarily come into contact with every day. There are going to be family members here who may present conflict. Maybe this is an ex-spouse and you're going to see family members, maybe your daughter or son, and your ex is going to be there too, maybe with his wife, and it's like, wow, do we really all have to do this? But we do for the sake of the kids. That type of thing could definitely be a scenario. For some of you, this could be your parent or partner involved in a legal family matter. Maybe they have other children and they're having to go and travel towards this situation in which money is involved. That's another scenario. Another scenario could be that you have a sibling who is going to be involved in some type of emergency and you're going to need to go and assist this person in some way. And this may not be someone that you're very close with. Doesn't have to necessarily be someone that is around you. But I really feel like for most of you, this is people at a distance that you're coming into contact with. If you have an Aquarius female in your life, I feel like the message that comes in could either relate to your career or your public standing, but it could also come through an Aquarius female who relays this message to you. Certainly this could be about your hopes, a message coming about your hopes, wishes, and dreams in regard to family-related situations. I do want to address the lovers up here. This is really the only type of love card, relationship card that we have up here. And this is more about money within a relationship, either with parents or partners. I think that is being discussed and it needs to be planned accordingly because there needs to be a finality there, maybe even a legal finality that's going to take place by the fall. So I think, yeah, there is a lot of planning going on. There's a need to really ground yourself against this type of situation. Know that these things are going to play out. It is going to take time. And the Moon card reverse, this message that's coming in after the full moon. I think this would be more towards that new moon, July the 23rd in Leo, which is going to highlight for a lot of you, your family. This is about someone who is behaving, someone is not on the up and up, let's say that. Someone is not communicating very clearly, especially in regards to either feeling like they're left out in the cold, like they've been left out of the family, or that there is a financial loss, or feeling like there's not enough financial resources to handle this situation. This could actually be financial resources involving the home here. But it's all with this celebration. So I feel like it's like you get what you want. Just be careful. Sometimes we, be careful, if you actually get what you want, because it may turn out to be something that you didn't expect. And something you weren't counting on. But for me, I really feel like this is a reversal. Someone has been left out in the cold. There has been financial struggle, but all of the events that are taking place this month with this whole big catalyst thing in the month of July, even though they're stressful, it's going to bring so much relief in the months to come. Okay? So don't feel bad about what you're riding out towards. Don't feel bad about this travel or this career opportunity that you're headed towards. Go all in. I think you have to. Honestly, I think that this is something you have to do. I don't even know if you have a choice here. And such is the energy right before a lunar eclipse. It's almost like you've come to an end of a cycle. We all come to an end of a cycle before lunar eclipse. And with that lunar eclipse taking place August the 8th, July is like the whirlpool. It's like all the decisions that you've made up until this point, those are what's going to stand. You have limited free will in the month facing a lunar eclipse, the month before the lunar eclipse. And that's definitely what I see in this moon here. It could definitely be that lunar eclipse. All of this is taking place. So it's almost like there's a ceremony There's a family celebration. You've had to travel a distance. Some of you are dealing with career or legal matters. Some of you are working on publishing contracts. All of you are getting ready to plan for whatever's going to take place this fall, and you're having to handle a situation maybe that you expected, but you were hoping maybe that wasn't going to happen. And this seems to involve an older female. Also, I'm trying to get some more clarification. An older female who's having a hard time, who may be experiencing grief, or there may be grief involving this person. We certainly have the possibility of a passing away here. In this case, this would be someone who is an older female in your family, a mother or grandmother for you, Taurus. I'm sorry to say that, but that is a situation that I do see unfolding here. I feel like there are many family situations here for you, Taurus, and it seems like you're just having to go along with the ride. I think you're wanting to focus on your career and lifestyle. You're wanting to really do these publishing things, wanting to really work towards maybe your education. Maybe this is, you taking a pause from that, or you're having to relocate. For all of you, it's going to be different, but just know that there are home and family disruptions that are taking place around you, and they do require travel, and you do need to watch your health. Definitely, especially if you are an older female, Taurus, watch your health, because you may have to ride out towards this emergency situation. Again, the cards can change based upon your own free will. So let's ask, what is the advice here? What can help this family situation? Again, we have three very cold cards here, if you can see this. Very gray cards. And these cards are about endings. And they are about endings with females. And they are about endings and cycles related to females who actually may be earth signs, earth or water, together. I actually see the sign of Pisces here in this little fish. So if this older female for you involves this type of situation, this person may need your assistance, especially if this is an older female in your life. But there's a sickness here, I think, involving the blood, involving some sort of grief or loss that has taken place. This could actually be a mental situation too. I feel like this person just feels like they have been at such a level of poverty that they don't even know who to turn to for a resource. They just have felt so alone. But I feel like there's an understanding that's taking place with this person now. And there's a battle for this person to maybe draw them back in, to maybe, if this is you or someone in your family, to help alleviate this situation. So as we're reflecting, this is saying this winter, this is going to be the help with the family, that this ending may actually come, it may play out over the fall into the winter. So this is about day-to-day routine and actually maintaining the balance of the body. It could be with your work. Definitely that's the simple answer here. That you do maybe need to work over the fall and into the winter to balance the body, to balance the finances. There seem to be public meetings though. And for some of you, I think you are, you're the one that's being provided for in a certain relationship. And so the finances of that relationship may need to be reorganized. Maybe because of a retirement, maybe because of a career accolade with your partner. Maybe because of family monetary settlements. Definitely is important here. I'm going to pull one of these cards. We're getting ready to wrap up this reading. I do want to remind you that if you need a personal reading, check out my website. I offer astrological readings as well as tarot readings. And I am offering a 25 for 45 special this summer. It will end in August, and that is super cheap. I don't know if you've ever looked out across the internet, but this is a very big special, very big opportunity. So you can ask me any questions you want, and I will answer them in a private video, a private 45-minute video. The cost is $25, so you might want to check that out. Let's see, what is the advice for Taurus again this month? There are things happening that you cannot see right now. It's the same message being repeated over. I think that there are people that are going to be not on the up and up completely, but nevertheless, you're going to have to handle certain situations. There are new beginnings here for you. And you may have to put your own wishes aside in the month of July, Taurus, if this is your story here and this is resonating with you some today. But there is a need to use your intuition more. There's a need to get a better grasp on your future. And there's a need to let go of things that are no longer working for you. Whatever that might be, let these endings happen. Let them take place. There may be people with addictions around you, and you're going to have to deal with these issues in the month of July. So just know that it's all going to work out in the future. You do need to balance the health of the body, so do take care of yourself, Taurus. And yeah, just try to go with the flow. I think that is the best advice that I can give you here. Know that these things are happening, but things are going to get better in the fall. So I wish you the best in the month of July, Taurus. Take care.